Yeah, versus Iron Man.
I would say Blue Beetle always.
I originally thought Blue
Well,
Beetle would win.
actually no, because if you think about what the like even the MCU Tony Stark does,
Yeah, fucking in the comics.
if you're talking about the comics,
Hmm.
Tony Stark, he's pretty much a technology god.
Yeah, yeah. In the MCU would not stand a chance against any version of Blue Beetle, even the weakest
Like
version.
his, what was his suit?
Oh,
Nine.
the bleeding edge.
I think it was nine. I don't know. When he was on his
Oh,
extremis,
oh,
his whole suit was nanobots.
hmm,
It kind of made him look like a douchebag, kind of.
hmm, uh,
Just all silver and have his hairline framed.
hmm. Oh no, no, that's fuck, shit.
I know he can control technology with his mind in that form,
Hmm.
like all forms of technology, not just his.
Uh,
Uh,
fuck, I
oh, and then he
can't.
has his God Slayer suits too,
Yeah, that's the thing that
and
I
then
brought
there's
up.
the Ruru suit.
I brought up the oh yeah, the destroy armor. I brought up
Yeah,
the fucking the God Killer armor and the God Buster armor, and people are like, "Oh, but the God Buster armor, he was inside of a computer fighting a motherboard." And I was like, "Yes, but if you read till the end of the story, he escapes the Everse and he builds that suit in real life, and he uses it to fight the computer to destroy it. So he actually has that suit in real life, that God Buster armor. And then there's the Celestial Killer armor, which is called the
yeah.
God Killer.
Actually, the Celestial Killer, he doesn't have access to that one. It's his brother or his original, or not original, but the original
Yeah.
Tony Stark.
Yeah, that's because his brother stabbed him in the back during what the fuck was it? It wasn't not Secret Wars. It was something.
Wasn't it? Wait, wasn't it just that? Who was it? I think it was Kane that made him.
Who?
Like he made him super smart to control that army so he could fight the Celestials.
Mm.
But then when that comic came out, people figured out that Tony Stark is just that smart. He's not generally altered or anything like that.
Yeah. That was because in the story they were like, "Oh, well, we gave you to some sort of alien. He enhanced your mind and he made you better." But then it turns out it wasn't actually Tony Stark. It was his brother that was genetically enhanced.
Yeah,
And it's like, what?
yeah. And then I figured out that is, yeah. Then he just figured out he's just that smart.
Hmm.
It's pretty cool. It's one of the better reveals.
Hmm.
So remember, there's that theory going around that Tony Stark is a mutant or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, uh, so it was locked away from Tony Stark, but he used a robot's body to hack back into the God Killer armor, right,
Oh, so
and escaped
so
right before.
he just hacked. Oh, he just cheated in his way
Hmm.
to using it.
and
Okay.
and he escaped right before he was sucked into a black hole.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm, hmm. God damn.
Yeah, there's he doesn't really have any armor that matches that thing's power, but he has armor that can take on Asgardians and shit like that.
Hmm.
Easy. Like he can even take on multi-dimensional beings with some of his lesser armors.
Hmm. Yeah. Even his like what the fuck was it? His bleeding edge, the one that's fully nanobots, the one that they showcased in the MCU. That one in the comics, that one's really broken. It could go up against Thanos
Yeah.
and some of the other higher beings. Like I think he fought. Who the fuck was it? It was a god on par with Odin. I think it was Zeus. Mm.
Probably it's probably Zeus. Because there's not much gods that can go toe to toe with Odin. Well, unless you're talking about the evil gods.
Mhm. What the fuck? That is such a stupid comment. So I typed in Tombstone is such a good perk, and a person put only bad players benefit from Tombstone. I could literally flip that around and say that only bad players benefit from Revive on single player. Like, uh, what? It was just fun to get all the perks. I think that was my favorite thing out of Black Ops 2 was just running around in town, getting all fucking six of the perks.
Yeah, that was the easiest way to get perks. That's why
Mhm.
they took out Tombstone.
Mhm.
'Cause they couldn't figure out a way to not make that happen.
Mhm.
So they just said, fuck it, in the next game we're not adding it.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, uh, what game do you want to download?
Which ones do you have?
Battlefront 2, Star Wars, and Red Dead Redemption Online.
How much is Battlefront?
It's a lot.
Oh
I would
God.
have to wait 76 for it.
Holy fuck. Uh,
It's 150.
how much is Red Dead?
I think it's around the same.
Holy fuck.
So yeah, that's what I was gonna wonder. Because it's all online.
Mhm. Uh, I'll probably download Battlefront 2 later.
Okay. Yeah, that's the
Mhm.
one I'm downloading too.
Yeah, I'll just delete Fallout 76 for it. Because I don't even think I have fucking First anymore.
Yeah, yeah, I think because you bought yours at the beginning of last month.
Yeah. I bought it in December. December 2nd, I think. 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah, something like that.
Mhm. So all
You
my
start buying
fucking
on Wednesday anyways.
yeah, all my ammo is just gonna go into the fucking into my chest.
No, it's not.
Oh
It's gonna
really?
stay in that ammo storage until you take it out. You just can't put any more in.
Okay. Hmm.
So yeah, it's not a complete and soul to you.
Yeah, it doesn't just lock away all my ammo.
Yeah,
That would absolutely suck.
yeah. I've just been downloading Battlefront for the past few hours.
Mhm.
It's at 25%,
Oh
like
fuck.
21.
All I've been doing is since I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, I've just been running Black Ops, getting all the gobblegums that I could.
I bought Warhammer 40k Mechanicus too. I forgot about that.
Mm.
But it's just a one-player game. It's one of those
Mhm.
strategy games or turn-based strategy.
Mhm.
There's one
Raising
other
hell.
Warhammer game on here besides Vermintide, but I don't want to buy all the DLCs for Vermintide.
Mhm.
Way too many DLCs. I'll probably buy it eventually, like not anytime soon. I'll probably wait until everything's on sale, but I haven't seen Vermintide on sale for a very long time. I think people just don't care about Vermintide anymore.
Mhm. Yeah, I heard that there's supposed to be another game coming out for Warhammer. I just don't know what it's called. Bunch of
Oh
pe.
yeah, shit. That reminds me. Talk about Warhammer. It was officially announced that uh, the live action movie is coming out or show
Oh yeah.
for Amazon,
Mhm.
and that fuck, what was his name again? Henry
Gavel.
Cavill. Yeah, he's he's playing. I think he's voicing Gilliman,
Oh. Huh.
or that's what it looked like in the trailer
Mhm.
or the screenshot that they were showing. Because he looked like he was in ultra marine armor, but it was way too for it to be just a
Mhm.
uh, captain. I don't know. It looks cool. It's not as bulky as it is in the um, cinematics and stuff,
Mhm.
but I guess it'd be kind of hard moving it around like that.
Yeah. Especially be hard making that.
Yeah, because you see those people in those suits of armor.
Yeah, it just.
Well, I guess they could have did. I guess they could have did the same thing they did with Thanos. Just give that skeleton and then put a bunch of CGI balls all over it.
Mm.
I forgot what they call it, but it's when they wear those black suits with all the balls are around them, so they can use it with CGI or no, not CGI, motion capture
Mhm.
or whenever they do cinematics in video games and stuff. I completely forgot what those suits are called. They always look really stupid though.
They're pure green suits.
uh, I thought they were black, but they have all these little white balls all over them.
Oh yeah, those are mocap suits.
Mocap, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're pure green suits with little white balls. Sometimes the balls are like a foot above their head. Sometimes they're like right on
Oh
top.
yeah, I know the old ones were green, but I wasn't sure about the new ones.
Mhm.
Because I remember Golem being in a bright green suit.
Mhm.
Or was he in bright green suit or was it black that time? Is that the time I'm thinking that all the suits are black? Because I saw a lot
Uh,
of mocap suits that are black. I know the ones that they
uh,
did with The Witcher 3 when that came out. They had a bunch of black mocap suits. I watched the behind the scenes whenever they did those glitches for Roach.
mhm. It
I
showed.
can't believe they did those purposely.
Mhm.
It's actually pretty funny hearing about that. What do you say?
In the first thing that I watched, it showed him wearing a pure white suit. Now it shows him wearing a blue suit.
Blue?
Blue with like tiny little black pads around it.
Oh, okay.
That's probably for like the newest movie though.
Probably.
There's no way that that's for. Oh no, that's for actually Lord of the Rings. Holy fuck. Hmm. Damn. And it's been 2 hours and the person hasn't responded. It's funny. I hate people that are like, oh, fucking, I know everything about fructose and sugar and this and that and blah, 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 and you shouldn't be drinking all that. And it's like, it's up to genetics, motherfucker. I don't know what to say. If you know everything, you should know that.
He's probably the one that's super unhealthy. That's why he's probably saying that everyone that drinks this much has health problems.
Yeah, I should just fucking write back, bro, not everybody's as big as you, my guy. Calm down. Some people that do drink pop are actually like 150 to 175. And they drink a lot of it and they don't gain a pound. It's either because of genetics or because they work it off or.
For the last 8 years, I've been the same weight.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way. Where I've dropped from. I keep going from 188 to like 175 roughly. And I keep just going up and down and up and down and up and down. And like, goddamn, I've never passed 190 in like forever.
I fluctuate between 220 and 230, and maybe 235. That's
Hmm.
it. The heaviest I ever been was, what was it, 240, I think,
Oh fuck.
241,
Hmm.
something like that. But that was just because that year I stopped going to the gym.
Hmm. Yeah, I think that's about probably like maybe 210, 220 is the heaviest I've gotten. Mm-hmm. Nope. I've also.
What's doing it?
Oh, I'm just running Black Ops still. I'll probably download it later when I'm done running Black Ops. Because I can't download games and run Black Ops at the same time. I still have not gotten a single fucking perkaholic or shopping free. I've gotten every other gobblegum but that.
I guess that's what it's called, ultra mega rares or something
Yeah.
like that.
I have 2 fucking profit sharings.
Ultra megas.
Mm-hmm.
The profit share is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just fucking am playing in single player though. I have
Single
nobody to run it
player
with.
looks kind of annoying though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fucking, if me and you, were running this, I would be able to skip the cutscene. Because I have to sit through the start cutscene the entire time. About how fucking Richtofen and them either with the Zetsubo no Shima through the boat and got captured. They took a lift all the way up here after fighting through a shit ton of waves of zombies. I've watched it, I think, fucking countless times. I don't even know how much.
Oh yeah, where's the four from Kino Totens? The ones that are the same ones that are in Revelations? Are they different people?
What do you mean?
Because the ones in Kino Toten and like Black Ops 1, I
Mm-hmm.
think it's Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Black Ops 1, are they different from the ones that are in Black Ops 3?
I
Like Revelations and stuff?
they're different in terms of they're the same universe. They're just older. Because
Okay.
they know more about
Because
all this shit.
yeah, because they look so much different from the ones from before.
Yeah.
Because the ones in 4, like Nikolai is like the most different.
Mm-hmm.
Like in part 3, he's skinny and has a full beard and one of those like gentleman mustaches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then in part 1, he was a fat drunk Russian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In most cases, it's probably just them being in the same universe, but time travel happening. Whether they, because sometimes they'll time travel and they'll be reset to either their old age or their younger age. It's really weird.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it just makes him fit in where they are.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it'll be random. Where one time I think it was Nikolai. Nikolai was super old, and he was like, "What the fuck? Why am I an old man?" And everybody else was young. But I think that was in the comics though. That wasn't in like the main timeline. It was really funny though.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I probably will end up watching one of those
Yeah. That
parts since on Call of Duty. I
what
really have to.
Watch the 6 hour one. It's literally from start to end. You'll understand everything.
Yeah, because I remember watching some video a long time ago,
Hmm.
but that was mostly just a general recap.
Yeah, of like Black Ops 1 and 2.
Yeah,
And maybe a little bit of 3.
yeah, it was a little bit of three because they started talking about the apothecaries and stuff like that.
Hmm.
There was talk about where does a shadow man kind of fits in, but they weren't really clear about what he was.
Hmm. Yeah.
The Purge described him as this creepy guy that shows up out of nowhere to kind of taunt you.
Hmm. Yeah, that was back when I don't even think they had a single Easter egg on Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 3 beaten. Pretty sure. Yeah, because I think I know which one you're referencing.
I think so. Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not too long after 3 came out because as soon as I saw the apothecaries, I was like, where the fuck is this story going? I have to watch something on it.
Hmm. Oh, fuck.
Because magic was okay, but Eldritch Beans from another dimension.
Hmm. Yeah, well, where do you think magic comes from? Hmm.
I guess it kind of does make sense if you think about it,
Hmm.
but I would think they could have introduced them a little bit better
Hmm.
instead of when you go from Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 3. Well, wait, which one? Black Ops 2 maps again? Oh, okay, yeah, that was the what is it? Was it Transit?
Yeah. Yeah, transit, farm, town, fucking,
Yeah, that
buried is my
was
favorite.
yeah, but that one that storyline didn't really clear anything up.
Hmm.
It was kind of a side story.
I like buried because they're like, oh
What
yeah,
happened to them anyways?
uh, who? The Victus?
The ones from Transit.
Oh, the Victus crew? They basically, after they were done with Transit, Buried, and Rise of the Doris, I
Didn't one of
mean?
them turn into a zombie or something like that?
No, no, no. Stuhlinger was just a flesh eater. He was a part of the clan of the flesh eaters, and he didn't want
Oh,
anybody else to know. Yeah, 'cause flesh eaters were looked down upon in that universe. Because,
yeah,
obviously, yeah. Because,
because you don't want to join the group that's eating the only people that are trying to stay alive.
yeah. Flesh eaters were mostly known for, like, running through other camps and just eating the people. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, Stuhlinger tried to hide that from Daisy and all of them, Ruckus and fucking I can't remember the other guy's name, Maurice or some shit. And then they go to Nuketown after that, maybe. They go retrieve something in Nuketown. Nuketown blows up. They go to Doris, I think is last, so I think they go to Buried first. And they find out that there's a town from the 1700s teleported under Brazil. And they're just like,
Oh,
what
it
the
was
fuck?
under Brazil.
Yeah, and they go through the entire
I
place,
was
and
like,
they
I thought it was in the middle of Texas or something.
no 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 who the fuck was it? It was Josiah or like there's some old guy in Buried that lived there a long time ago. His mother turned into a zombie, so he had to kill his mother, but he didn't know what zombies were because it was the 1700s. It was like
Yeah.
1735 or 18 something like that. Yeah, and he created the Pack-a-Punch. He was given the plans by the Apothekins or by something, and they told him to build it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, cause he. No, no, no. It wasn't by Shadow Man because there was no malicious intent for it. It was meant to help the humans, help them against the zombies and the Apothekins and all the evils. He said that he went to sleep, and every time he'd go to sleep, he would have a dream. He would dream about all these parts, but he couldn't build it. So they give him this like seed or whatever the fuck it is. Uh, what the fuck was it? It was like a seed of power or some shit that he was supposed to craft into I think it's like four different parts, not of the pack punch machine, but just four different parts of like a key. I think. Uh, and I think that's as far as I remember. It's a whole fucking like entire storyline from Doris, as much as I remember.
Like I was able to figure that out for a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
How far the story was gonna go.
No kidding. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Good. I thought they were just a small side story, but
Hmm.
because when you listen to cutscenes and stuff like that, it doesn't really sound like much is going on.
Mm.
Unless you actually have to read the comics to figure out what's going on.
Some of the comics are actually really helpful. Most of them are about Stuhlinger, Daisy, Ruckus, and Maurice, or that other guy. And some of them are really funny. You get to find out that that Maurice guy, he's just a nerd. Daisy is just obviously like a farm girl, a cowgirl. You find out about Stuhlinger and him being a flesh eater. That and from the Black Ops 2 cutscenes. And you find out that Ruckus was actually an agent for the American government that had his mind washed, I think.
Yeah, he was part of the FBI or something like that.
Yeah, some like super high three-letter agency, yeah. And then he goes fucking nuts. Yeah, I'm almost pretty sure it was the Keepers and not the Apothecans that visited him while he was sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it's what the keeper's still alive.
yeah. Well, the Keepers are eternal, so.
Oh, I thought they got corrupted by the Apothicans.
No, no, no. Half of them got corrupted by the Apothecans. The other half is still
So
waging war against them.
it's fucked off.
Yeah, they were
They
basically weakened
violated
enough.
all of existence to the hands of the Apothicans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm almost pretty sure they give him a device called the Agarthan device, which is obviously from that house in Agartha. It's just a device that can basically be used to, I think, access the ether, which is like magic.
Oh, okay.
Which is how he can, I think, infuse metals with magic or meteorite with magic or some bullshit like that. Yeah.
So is that literally just what 115 is? It's just solidified magic.
Kind of, yeah. Magic that spits out radiation.
Oh, okay.
hmm Oh yeah. Uh, if you read more in about the buried story, you'll find that guy Josiah or Jebediah or whatever the fuck his name was. He put his mom he put his mom inside the pack punch machine. That's why that ghost is in there in that house. That's his mum.
Why the fuck did he do that?
I don't
Before
maybe
she went to the house?
maybe because he thought he would bring her back because
Oh,
that thing's
okay.
magic. You throw a weapon in there, it pack punches it to its perfect perfection. So I mean, I guess he figured maybe he'd bring her back to life. I don't fucking know. So weird.
You could have just shoved him to a meat grinder. Did he even look into the thing before you shoved her in?
Fucking no kidding.
Like, the thing literally looks like a meat grinder
hmm
or a metal scrapper.
Yeah, or like a press or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a lot of rolling pins and blades.
hmm
That guy must have been short a few chromosomes when he shoved her in there.
hmm
So who's the voice talking in the
Richtofen. That's the zombified Richtofen. That new Richtofen. Yeah, when you watch The Giant, it'll have a cutscene where Richtofen teleports through the teleporter, and
Was that about the transit problem?
yeah, but this is basically how to explain how Doctor Richtofen, the evil zombified Nazi version, basically tried to take over them.
Oh, okay.
Oh fuck, Grandma's calling
Yeah,
me.
so
What? Something wrong with your desk. What is it?
Hey, get over here. Get. told him, I was like, why don't they... That was... I asked him, why don't they make a second key? Like, one of them can keep one can keep the other. Back up. No kidding. Holy fuck. Oh no! Oh no, my bong spilt on the bed. Uh-oh. Yeah, fucking, I had to go jump in Alicia and Sunny's window because I forgot the key. And their baby needed to be changed. So I went and jumped in the window and I smashed my face on the fucking crib. Oh, surprising. Oh, fuck! My nose is bleeding. I was just holding my hand to my nose the entire time. Because I was like, oh, it fucking, you know, it hurts. And I just looked down at my hand and there's 3 specks of blood. So it was bleeding for a little bit. Now it stopped, I guess. Oh, God. I have to go re-jump in the window at 9:30 when they get back, or 10, or whenever the fuck they get back. Oh, now I just gotta hope I don't smash my face again. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, that's what I was like, why don't you guys just make a second key? And apparently they had one, but they broke it, or lost it, or I don't know what the fuck. Oh, where did I put my fucking earbud? There it is.
Continuing the question from before, so who's the electrical man then?
He's the Avogadro. He was, I think he was, fuck, I don't remember his name, but there was a guy and an assistant, and he was the head of a program that worked with this big giant pyramid, and this pyramid was, you know the one on Mars, the pyramid on Mars? It was basically that, but the Americans copied it, and they called it the Freedom Pyramid, or some stupid bullshit like that. They copied that pyramid. They could never actually make it work like the original, because they didn't know how the original worked. The only person that did was Richthofen. That was the Nazi version that ended up dying, because this is the Victus universe. And he basically got too cocky. He went inside the pyramid and he was like, oh, well, I think I know how this works. You know, I'll sit inside the pyramid, I'll gain all the knowledge of the pyramids, you'll turn it on, and I'll become a god. His assistant turned on the pyramid even though she was told by multiple other scientists and people, don't fucking do it. It was because of her love for him, because she genuinely, after being his assistant for so long, fell in love with him, so he used that to dupe her. She turned on the pyramid. He turned into the Avogadro after like 5 or 6 times of using the pyramid, because the first time he used it, he was like, oh, I've gained all the knowledge in the universe, blah, 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 I know everything. But he lost his feelings. He didn't care about anybody. There were people that died that he was just like, oh, well, it was for the betterment of everything. Then he went in a second or third time, and that's when he turned into the Avogadro. And now he's just basically electricity.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he thinks himself a god. So yeah. Basically just an idiot that gained way too much power. The Avogadro would be really cool. Just if they didn't bring him up so early in Black Ops 2 on the transit fight.
What's the Avogadro?
I believe he's just a thing made of electricity. I'm not really too sure on like what he is. Yeah. All I remember is just he went inside the pyramid, turned into an electric monster, killed they think that he killed everybody in the room, but it couldn't have been him killing everybody in the room. He killed some people in the room, that's like 100% for sure. But the thing that we still don't understand is how was he sealed back? Did he just kill everybody in the room and then go back into the pyramid? Or, yeah, because it makes no sense as to why in transit he's sealed in that underground room.
Oh yeah, so what's the story behind Robin Dead?
Oh, those are just a bunch of, well, people from different crime families that just got arrested and got sent to Alcatraz. and it just so happened to happen during a zombie apocalypse, which I believe was in.
What's the whole limbo thing that they have with the prison?
That I'm honestly not too sure. It's not really explained in the.
Because they die and they come back, die and they come back.
They're basically, all I know is stuck in a time loop because it's either the Shadow Man or just corruption itself, corrupting the universe, that gets them stuck in this endless time loop. Because we know that during the Mob of the Dead cutscene, when Sal is like, "Oh, I think we've been through this before," or some shit like that. When he makes that comment, that's.
No, that's what I was just gonna bring up. Is
Hmm.
let's say like after you do that once or twice, one of the characters say, "Are we having deja vu or something like that?"
Yeah, they basically went through the entire thing, just for the.
So I know everyone has unique dialogue about commenting on what the hell's happening.
Hmm. Who the fuck is the rat? I think that guy, the guy that has that Irish cap on. He's a little scrawny guy. He's the guy that turns on them, and I believe at the end they end up killing him on the bridge, and that's why in grief mode, if you ever play grief mode on Mob of the Dead, if all of you kill the rat or whatever the fuck his name was, you guys win. But if the rat kills all of you guys, then the actual cutscene of I think what happened played out, because I believe the rat in the actual universe ended up dying, but in the Limbo universe, he ended up, I think, winning against all three of them, if I can remember. And that ends the time loop or something like that. But if the three guys end up winning, the time loop continues.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just didn't know what was up with Mom and Dad because I know that they were in some kind of limbo,
Mm-hmm.
some
I
purgatory.
Yeah, I think it may take part in the same universe with like Shadows and Victus, maybe. Or I mean, not Shadows, Victus, because Shadows I think is its own self that gets fucked up by Richtofen, taking the summoning key.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There was another thing I was gonna bring up, but I forgot. Oh well, I forgot.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember now.
Hmm.
Is there any kind of story behind like the warden and stuff like that? Like these big enemies, these big boss enemies that come and fight you?
The warden actually does have a story. He the entire time you find out that he was talking to the Shadow Man, and the Shadow Man was basically deceiving him. And he doesn't realize that the Shadow Man is deceiving him. That, or he just doesn't care. Uh, because he was like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna have visions of grandeur. I'm gonna have everything in the world. The Shadow Man can give me everything." And I guess he's just stuck in that delusion that the Shadow Man placed him into, of like, "Oh, I can give you everything. I'm a god. Blah blah blah. This, that, so on and so forth." He then agrees to a deal with the Shadow Man. The Shadow Man then, I believe, turns him into that like big boss monster, and then that's how the corruption starts. And that's why he teleports everywhere, tries to beat the shit out of everybody, and then the zombies override everything, and then that's when the Mob Dead crew just like, okay, we got to get the fuck out of here. That's when they try to travel to the bridge.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, he's just an idiot corrupted by the Shadow Man. Hmm. And
So is he the only one that has a story?
uh, I I think a lot of other characters do have stories. I'm pretty sure. But like a boss from like Zetsubo no Shiba, which is the giant spider, I don't think does.
Has to be some sort of thing.
Yeah, the big boss monster at Derice, which is just a giant keeper, I think that's to signify that you're destroying the Apothicans. I don't think there's really much behind that. Uh, there's not a boss monster in the giant. Revelations, I think. Yeah, there's a boss monster, but it's I think a giant Margwa or some shit like that. I fought it once.
Yeah,
It's
the
annoying.
Margwars can just pretty much say they're just heavy troops of the Apothicans.
Mm-hmm. Uh, I don't know the story behind the dragons in Grod Krovi. That they're just I.
Yeah, the dragons are kind of weird because
Mm-hmm.
they're dragons.
Yeah, I just assume that they're probably teleported from a different universe by the Shadow Man.
Yeah, it has to be another universe.
Because he loves to do shit like that, where it's like, oh, you thought you were in your universe? Nope, you're in this universe. And it has dragons, giants, fucking anything possible.
Yeah, because those dragons don't look like Apothicans,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah.
they can't be corrupted.
Mm-hmm. Mm,
Wait, is the one in the dragons? Is that the one where you start on the zeppelin, or
no,
the
no,
cutscene starts in the zeppelin?
no. I don't, I don't know. I don't think so. Not that I can. I don't think I've ever watched the Grod
No,
Krovi cutscene. I've always played it
yeah,
on
because
multiplayer. Hmm.
I'm trying to think of that map. I'm trying to think of how it looks, and if it starts, the cutscene starts in the air, like you're in a plane or a zeppelin or something, then I think I know what the map is. It was actually a pretty fun map when I played it.
Hmm.
I knew nothing about it, but I just survived on it.
Zeppelin. Grod
I think
Krovi.
the most I've figured out on that map is how to turn on power.
Hmm. The way you would know if it's Grod Krovi is the first three doors you open or two doors you open, there will be a giant dragon blast and there will be fire on the ground everywhere. Because when you open up the first two doors, he pops up every once in a while and he'll blast fire on two different places on the ground.
I remember one of the areas have like a theater
Mm-hmm.
or some like it has like one of those New York looking theaters.
Mm,
Well, like from the 70s, 60s, or whatever. But yeah, that might be a different Black Ops I'm thinking of.
mm-hmm. Let's see, I'm gonna watch the cutscene for Grod Krovi right now. I'm starting up the game.
Yeah, because I don't because they start crawling out of this hatch and the zeppelin starts going down, so they tell him to jump or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, something I find stupid is the Shadow Man. They trapped him in this basically pocket universe, and he found a way out of it, even though there was no way possible out of it. And it's like, ooh, magic, I guess. Oh yeah, yeah, it is. You start in a zeppelin falling out of the sky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then
Okay, so
you,
yeah, I do remember that map.
yeah, it's a pretty fun map. It's just it's considered one of the hardest maps. Well, no, no, it is the hardest map in all of Black Ops 3, both Easter egg and
I
map
remember.
wise.
Yeah, I remember a lot of enclosed areas.
Mm-hmm.
There's like maybe one big area that's by the windmill.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of the other maps you could train around. In this one, you can't. You just have to keep constantly running.
Yeah, I didn't bother trying to do the thing
Mm-hmm.
because I remember I know at some point
Yeah. Like you're supposed to kill another dragon or some shit.
Yeah,
The
I
fu-
don't remember, but because that fucking thing was way too complicated when I watched it.
hmm The furthest I've gotten is fucking um
It's just like the Revelations one. I never bothered learning it.
hmm yeah,
Just you were in watching it.
that one is
I
surprise.
watched a little bit of it.
Hmm? As you're saying?
Oh, I was just saying I just watched a little bit of it.
That one, I would say Revelations is arguably easier than fucking Grod Krovi. It seems more complicated when you look at all the steps and you're like, what the fuck's happening? But when you actually try to do the Easter egg for yourself, and I've tried it a couple of times, it isn't as complicated as Grod Krovi. I would still say no to doing Grod Krovi's Easter egg because holy fuck.
Actually, I don't really think I did the Easter egg on Setsu no Shiba.
Oh, Zetsu? Yeah, that one's fucking. That one's pretty easy because all you have to do is build the shield, build the KT-44 or whatever the fucking special weapon is, and build the valve to drain the water for pack punch. And you're already basically halfway through it.
Oh, okay.
hmm The only basically bad part about that is you have to get a spider on one of the spider rounds, or even just it spawns in randomly to to get into two separate traps, and you have to use that spider to uh that I don't remember honestly. I just know you have to trap two spiders and you use them for doing something, and I'm not even fucking sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was another Easter egg that I looked at and I was like, okay, that's pretty doable. I would have been able to complete that Easter egg, but I was live streaming and I had two people helping me, and one of them, he was one of those know-it-alls where, oh, if you don't know how to do the Easter egg, you shouldn't be fucking doing it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, I just started playing this game not that long ago. What the fuck do you expect? And the other guy, who didn't know me at all, was just making fun of the know-it-all guy, being like, oh my fucking god, you're fucking... And I was just laughing the entire time. Yeah. And I was just like, you wanna know what? Fuck doing this Easter egg, and I booted that guy out. I was like, get the fuck out of here, fucking know-it-all piece of shit. Jeez. I was like, I don't know, man. Are you so surprised that people are new to the game? Like,
People don't bother to remember every tiny step.
exactly. I was like, holy fuck. Yeah. That's kind of why I stopped doing a lot of Easter eggs online. I just mostly try to do them offline now because know-it-alls.
You're gonna help someone. Don't be a know-it-all about it.
Exactly. And I was like, dude, I even asked for your help. Why the fuck you being like an asshole? Jeez.
Just wants to flex his knowledge.
Mm-hmm. It's like, wow, way to stick up the flag for being a virgin. You spend how long on a fucking console remembering every single fucking step? It's like, jeez, dude. Oh yeah. Another thing about 935 is they were funded by the Nazis.
935. Why
The
is it so?
yeah, that's basically the group that Maxis and Richtofen were a part of. That had a
Oh,
bunch
okay.
of scientists.
I thought it was just the Japanese doing their own thing.
No, no, no. 935 basically did research anywhere and everywhere. They
Oh,
had
okay.
multiple different divisions. The basic 935 that everybody knows is the one that Maxis and Richtofen are basically a part of.
Yeah, it was just 935 used 115 in a weird way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They used it on animals and plants instead of people.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, up until you get up to Moon. Moon gets crazy where fucking all the doctors are experimenting on people. And then,
Oh, yeah, so what's the story behind Moon?
well,
Like
for,
teleporting people, especially.
yeah, I believe it was, no, Dr. Gersh came up with the black holes. Some doctor came up with, teleporting by basically looking at how, the teleporters on Earth worked. And it took him like I think, 2 or 3 years, or maybe even a little bit longer than that, to make a teleporter to teleport them to Mars, to the moon. And then when they got to the moon, they were like, "What the fuck is this giant pyramid doing on, the moon?" So they went and built an entire site around it, and that's when the Doctor Gersh and uh, what the fuck's his name? I'm struggling with his name. Yuri, I think. Yuri Shlavsky. The one from 5 that chases you around and steals your gun. Those two were working on the moon with like 3 or 4 other scientists. And Garish came up with this.
Yeah, that guy's an asshole.
Yeah, no kidding. Fucking Yuri goes crazy because he thinks he hears Samantha in his brain talking to him. So he's like, "Oh, this little girl's terrorizing me." Blah blah whatever. Garish and a bunch of the other people are like, "Yuri, you're crazy. Go take a break. Go leave and then come back later." So he leaves in anger and frustration. He goes and I think builds. I don't know what he built. He went and built something. He came back. He was looking at Garish's device, which is just basically a black hole, and he was like, "Oh, the voices are telling me something." And then Garish is like, "What are you talking about? There's nobody even talking." And he takes Garish outside to under either a satellite or under something, and he throws the Garish device at Garish and traps him in his own black hole, sucks him in. Yeah, and Garish is basically, I think, dead or stuck in there, and Yuri then either gets teleported by somebody back to the Pentagon, or he goes to the Pentagon seeking knowledge or some shit, and then that's where he's basically completely driven insane, to where he can't.
So on the moon, is that what that frisbee thing is that you got in the mystery
Uh,
box?
yeah, that's what it was. The thing that I threw down, and a giant black hole appeared. Well, not giant, but tiny. Yeah, it's the Garish device.
Oh yeah, continue.
Uh, as far, let's see. Uh, yeah, I think that's basically everything. Just Yuri and Garish are working on the moon. Yuri goes crazy because he thinks Samantha, and then he traps Garish, and then he goes basically back to the Pentagon.
But what's with the astronauts? Like the ones that keep teleporting?
That I'm not sure. I think it's probably just like Element 115 infecting all the people that were working there. Oh, that just restarted my brain. Yuri Slavsky, while he was going insane, he flicked a switch, or he opened he opened a vent which allowed all of Element 115 to go into everywhere. So that's why you need to put on the spacesuit when you go to Moon, because you'll breathe in Element 115 and you'll get corrupted by them. Yeah. So everybody that was ever there has been corrupted by Samantha or just straight up died.
Okay.
Yeah. Purnell, there we go. It was Purnell who establishes a site called Broken Arrow, which tried to make a pyramid like them. That then he becomes the Avogadro. That's what. Also, when people use teleporters, they don't know what year they're going to be going to.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's also another big flaw in the teleporters because
So every time someone teleported, they could actually fuck up the people teleporting with them.
no, you'll all be sent to the same year. It's just you don't know what time you'll be sent to because the guy that made the teleporter was rushed, I believe, and he never perfected making the teleportation. The only one he ever perfected was the one to the moon.
Okay, that's why
Yeah.
they travel through time all the time.
So that's why the one they use back from the moon, I don't think it works. I think it pretty sure it sends them back to like 2025 or some shit. Or I mean to 2025. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why they end up in 5. I love that Yuri is called the Pentagon Thief. He just runs up to you and steals your fucking weapon.
I really like that map, but I hated turn on the power.
Mm-hmm. But there was the infamous glitch.
Yeah.
The one where you can survive forever.
Fucking remember people going through a lot of trouble just to get that glitch.
Yeah, I genuinely uninstalled all my fucking shit on Black Ops 1 and turned off my Wi-Fi on my console just to play 5 where it had the glitch.
A lot of people did that. There's also another glitch that was at the bottom level, I think.
hmm
You jump on top of that console. You still get punched, but you have to keep jumping.
Something really cool that I just remembered. So, Nuketown, right? When Victus go to Nuketown in Black Ops 2. So from the comics, they go there and they're like, okay, well, what is this place? And that Maurice guy, the really smart guy, who has the white suit and glasses, and he's like, oh, well, this was actually a place that I think either Group 935 or either the group Broken Arrow. One of the governmental groups basically used it as a nuke testing site, but they also used it for other things that aren't really explained. And he goes, well, it could be one of 3 things. Either there's nothing wrong here, everything's wrong here, or he just out of the blue goes, all of these mannequins could be alive. So the comic keeps basically going on with them walking through, and then one of the mannequins, when Maurice and Rustman look back, the mannequin was looking away, but then it was looking at them when they look back. So they're basically on sort of weeping angel mode by the government, to where you can be, once you leave the town and there's no humans in sight, all of those mannequins will get up and walk around. But while the humans are there, they won't. They'll just be mannequins. It's really fucking creepy.
Yeah, that's really creepy,
Yeah,
especially since no one's alive.
yeah, and especially no, like nobody knows why they were made. Yeah, it's really fucking weird. Just imagine a town of fucking sentient mannequins walking around, and then they stop because you walk in their zone. It's like Jesus Christ. A lot of the older maps like Noct and Verrucht and Shino, I don't think I know anything about them. I only know more so about like Origins and Moon. Mm-hmm. Oh, tell me when you started.
So is it just called Zombies Lore?
Yeah, specifically the zombies. The best place to start is just at 1 minute and 11 seconds, because the thing before it is just him talking about like, oh, the multiplayer and the franchise and blah blah blah. It doesn't really have
Oh,
anything to do with the
cool. So
lore.
we'll start.
Yeah.
European Fang.
Eruption Fang.
Oh, yeah, Eruption
European Fang.
Fang.
The European Fang. Mhm.
Okay, I'm sorry, dude.
Mhm.
Like it's been a while since I fucked up some saying that. Alright.
Mhm.
Go into the window at his house and get dead fish for the meat. I don't know where the fuck his truck is, though. They had two keys for that house. They used the last one and Sonny was supposed to have one. So, where are they? I don't know.
What's up?
Oh, okay, see you later.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, when you're talking about Jeff Darius, are you talking about that giant
No, no, no,
from
no,
Game
no.
of Thrones?
Leroy.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, I can't remember his actual name. Uh,
It was like it's Jebediah Brown. But yeah, so you're talking about Leroy,
mm-hmm.
who's the one that shoved his mother into that pack punch machine.
No, no, no.
But this kind of makes sense because
Mm-hmm.
there's a matching machine that makes him better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it upgrades something. How far are you into it?
20 minutes.
Mm.
He's just talking about when the town got pulled to Africa.
So you're nearing World War II.
It's kind of fucked up how the keepers just used Jebediah and pretty much threw him away.
Yeah, well, they're not allowed to fuck with humanity, so they couldn't really do anything.
But now they like drove him crazy and then teleported his town into bottom, pretty much into the bottom of the earth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like they could have at least said sorry about teleporting to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
That's not it. That's not interfering. A simple apology.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, they better be killed by zombies.
Yeah. Are you on the group 9 through 5 scientists?
Yeah,
Dr. Schuster's one of my favorite.
I'm at 2115.
Mm.
It's kind of disappointing how the Illuminati is pretty much useless.
Yeah, just we find out Maxis is a, or not Maxis, Dr. Richtofen is a part of it, but then it has no impact at all. I would still say Maxis is one of the more fucked up people in all of the story.
To be honest, I thought they were gonna say something about Leroy.
Oh no, he has really no importance to the
He's
story,
Yeah, he's
sadly.
just a giant that lives in the town.
Mhm. I think his story, if I can remember, is he was infected by 935, but he wasn't corrupted, which is why he's big, but he's not evil. Or I mean 115.
And that's why the zombies kind of just ignore him.
Mhm. Arthur. Arthur was his original name.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Arthur is also known as the Giant by Samuel Stuhlinger, and is referred to in the games as, or the files as Sloth.
Oh, okay.
Arthur is also featured in Der Eisendrache in one of the paintings used to gain the wolf bow. Huh. Arthur was a loyal servant to the ancient Wolf Knight. After the Wolf Knight was killed, Arthur would be in mourning, burying his king's bones under the site where the castle was built. Following that day, he would be teleported to the town of Buried, of Purgatory Point, which he'd be trapped beneath Angola, Africa, which is where you'd find him locked in a jail cell in the abandoned ghost town.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what the fuck? Ludwig Maxis would be there to free Arthur from his imprisonment, who then Arthur assisted on a quest, activating the pylon. Maxis took control of the ether and revealed his plan to destroy Earth entirely to reach Agartha. Yeah. If you ever do the Easter egg, that's when you find out that Maxis wants to destroy Earth, all because he wants to be with his daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he kind of goes nuts in that timeline. Oh, probably another 20 minutes. I've always liked the story of zombies. If you're wondering why I'm not playing a game, I'm just kind of sitting here waiting till I have to go again. Because, once again, I will have to go jump in the window because we did not find the key. So, yeah. Insta-kill 50 zombies. I really need to get 2 more of those fucking things. I would absolutely do that for a shopping free. Also, something I forgot. Richtofen from, or I mean, the entire Ultimus group from, uh, from Noct, Verrucht, Shino, I, I think all 4 of these maps. No, all 3 of these maps. I think they're completely different than these people. I'm pretty fucking sure. I think ever since Kino, it goes on to Shangri-La, then Ascension, then Moon, then Origins, I think. I think. I know Origins is the last in this timeline of like all of these. From Noct to Origins. And then all this shit comes later in the timeline. And then you have this being its own self. Because this is the beginning. Yeah, then they go here, 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 and then here. Which would make sense because these two are like back to back. You go here, find out about this shit, and then you teleport here, try to get all this stuff together. Then you go here, figure out that 935 has been, or Division 9 has been fucking up like everything with the radiation and magic and group element element 115. And then Dr. Monty in his house. Oh my god. I'm gonna quickly close my window and turn on my heater because holy fuck. There we go. Now it's gonna become nice and warm in here. Oh, hopefully. Oh, I think.
You ready to go?
Well, how come they don't have a key from their house?
They do.
Where is it?
They don't know. Somewhere in the house.
Well, that's fucking smart.
Yeah, well, what do you expect? Oh, hey, I gotta let these two out first. Come on, boys. So, Cody, come on.
The formidable Revelation Mountains tower as high as 9,000 feet over the glacier-carved valleys of central Alaska. On the other side sits a backup trap line running over 20 years ago to tap untouched With his main cabin destroyed, the dormant Revelation unit will be his only source of fur this winter. Going inside.
Because you've got to crawl through the window at Alicia and Sunny's
processor work 100% each time, or 100%. Let's see, 100% effective in most cases. Hello?
I'm back.
So,
Yeah, I just had to go jump in Alicia and Sunny's window again because I couldn't find their key.
oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, fucking goddamn it's hot as hell when you walk from outside in the cold and back into a warm environment. How far did you make it?
He's talking about Tokyo right now.